Good morning. My name is Franz Holt. I have the pleasure of serving as the city engineer for the city of Mebane. Today we're going to walk through the steps of completing a sidewalk project from conceptualization to its being in use. We're fortunate today to be out here at North First Street Park, which includes a sidewalk project and crosswalk project. So in conceptualizing the project, we have a beginning and an end. This sidewalk project begins at the seat wall at North First Street Pocket Park and ends at the intersection with Stagecoach Road, where we have a crosswalk and a signal modification with ped heads. We typically take a project like this and conceptualize it on an aerial photo. We show the beginning limits and the end limits and work on a conceptualized cost estimate for the project for needed funding. The design phase includes a preliminary phase and a final design phase. The preliminary phase, what we try to do is do a utility locate, get all the utilities that are in the area, whether they're underground or overhead, identify those, identify any environmental constraints such as streams, wetlands, etc. We take a look at the roadway section. Are we able to put the sidewalk behind the ditch, typically in an NCDOT right of way? This project, the land sloped toward the creek, and we needed to create a berm to hold some of the sidewalk. We also look at, are there any storm sewer design needs, pavement widening, curb and gutter, ADA ramps, and needs associated with the crosswalk that we're installing, including modification of the signals and installation of new ped head crossing. Once we complete the design phase and identify any easements, they'll be acquired at this stage. Then we submit the plans to whoever the review authority is. In this case, it's NCDOT. They own and operate North First Street, and they also Stagecoach Road, and those signals that you see in the background are NCDOT maintained signals. Once we've received NCDOT approval of the plans, we enter into an encroachment agreement with them for the improvements associated with the sidewalk and the crosswalk and the signal modifications. Sometimes we have to apply for other permits related to any stream impacts, buffer impacts, or the project is large enough to require an erosion control permit. That was not the case here. The next steps for the city is to let the project out for bid. This involves placing the project information on the city's website, possibly advertising the project in the local newspaper, and even soliciting by email with project information that is then provided to potential bidders who normally bid sidewalk projects in the area. Once this is done, we typically have a pre-bid meeting, sit down with the contractor, answer any questions they may have, and then we move forward to the bid date. At the bid date, we publicly read aloud all bids received, and then we make a contract award based on the low qualified bidder. Once we have a contractor under agreement, we sit down with them at NCDOT, city staff, and the project engineer to review the project requirements, to make sure everything is understood up front. Then we move forward to staking out the project work. That includes the sidewalk work, storm drainage work, curb and gutter, widening of pavement, any erosion control devices that are needed, so that he can then begin his work. The work is inspected on a daily basis by the city, and at the end of the project period, which again on this project was 90 days, we meet with NCDOT and other city staff to close out the project before it is put into service. I hope you found this video insightful as to the steps the city takes to create an aesthetically pleasing and safe sidewalk and crosswalk project. Should you have any questions regarding this particular project or any future sidewalk crosswalk projects, then you can contact me by email at fholt@cityofmebane.com. Enjoy your walk through Mebane and stay positively charming.